Sagittarius, hello, my loves. This is going to be your general forecast for the beginning of July, seeing what this full buck moon in Capricorn is bringing in for you guys. It's good for any placement of Sagittarius in your natal chart, but keep in mind, as always, this is a general reading. If you want to book a private reading with me that's just for you, awesome. I'd love to read for you. The link to my website is down in the description below this video. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Tarot. Subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for you here, Sagittarius. But Sag, I really want you to also check out another channel that I have called Soma Chandra Libra. Don't let the name fool you. I read for Sagittarius and Libra on my other channel, my second channel, and we hyper focus on love over there and relationships. On this channel, Soma Chandra Tarot, I give you more of an overview. So subscribe to both, hit the bell so you know when I read for you on both of my channels, okay? So you can get all the deets and all the guidance from Spirit. Sag, all the things right now. There is a need at this time to focus on your foundation, your home, roots of your being, and the structure of your life, and be able to bring that into balance with everything that you really truly desire at this time. And I can see that you want a lot right now. Be willing to work hard for it. Be willing to reinvent yourself and have a rebirth, even if necessary, while you're and bringing that all into balance with your 10th house, which is like prestige and your achievements and how you exteriorize yourself. And also really keeping in mind while you do all of that, emotional harmony in your environment, fulfilling your own wants and desires while also fulfilling or keeping in mind the wants and needs and emotions and feelings of not just yourself, but everyone around you in your life. So there will be close ties to career and home and prosperity and money, and having all of those things and being successful while also making sure your emotional needs are met and everyone else's emotional needs are met. You've been working really hard. Capricorn in this full moon is asking you, how much harder are you willing to work? Are you aligning yourself with the right people too, and the right scenarios for success, for abundance, for prosperity, for emotional harmony? Make sure you're coming into alignment with the right things and you're willing to work for it at this time. They wanted me to use the Unicorn Oracle deck to build the reading off of. I love the first card that came out. It is an Aquarian energy, and it's one that you guys like. Hope. I love that. Spirit is saying, stay positive. The worst is behind you. Look up to the light. If you have been feeling hopeless, Spirit's saying, no, don't. You're a unicorn. You're unique. You're special. Don't give up on believing in miracles. Prosperity is also here. You're hopeful for prosperity at this time. A gift of money is on its way. Your income could be increasing. Manage your finances with love. Be hopeful. Hope for the best right now, Sagittarius, but there is a need to focus on the second house and manage your finances with care and love. Nurture your prosperity. Some of you have good luck coming in, but your main challenge is rebirth. It may be time to reinvent yourself, give life to your dreams, and create a new reality. If a reality that you've been playing out over and over again really isn't coming through to fruition, Sagittarius, you might be being pushed and encouraged to try something new and create a new reality. There have been some dreams that maybe you've put on the back burner. It's time to have a rebirth. It's time to potentially reinvent yourself in some way. You may need to at this time. Do not give up on the idea of miracles. Okay, Spirit's asking you to put a lot of faith in not only yourself, but in the universe. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers will be answered. Just surrender to how. Don't worry so much about how a dream will come true and how a miracle will occur in your life. We only have so much control, right? It may involve a reinvention. It could lead to prosperity. If you continue to have faith, the magic is within you. I love that. Don't give up hope and allow for reinvention if necessary. Astrological focus for you, the way the solar system is really impacting you right now. What will be in focus the most is the 10th house and Venus. 4th house is down here as well. Your main catalyst is Virgo. The energy around you is dutiful. It is hesitant and it is humble with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. A Virgo may be an issue for you right now. If you have Virgo in your chart, check and see where it is. That's where it will highlight for you right now, and examine the strengths and weaknesses and how it might be impacting that house. Look at your 4th house, look at the sign it falls in and any planets that are influencing it. Same with your 10th house and same with Venus, because you have a planet, a sign, and 2 houses coming out here. 10th house, there is a strong focus on your status and your achievements in the outside world. This is career. This is prestige. This is what you're proud of. In what way and how do you walk on the moon? I can see that you want it all right now. Venus is very concerned with beauty and luxury and wants to be bougie. It wants everything to be beautiful right now. You may be really thinking about having what you truly desire, being successful, what you place value on, but also what is practical and the beauty that you can create in your life. Some of you will very much want to have a beautiful home and a beautiful life right now. You want to look good, you want to smell good, you want everything around you that when you open your eyes and you look at it, it's beautiful, it's luxurious. You can actually create quite a bit of that on not very much as well. But I feel like you want a lot right now and you want it all but that does need to come into balance with hearth and home. Okay. So some of you with this Virgo hard work, especially those of you that are married and have children, it's like, how can I pour into career and create a lot while also honoring Venus's need to place value on something that has long lasting value? What investments can you make now that will still be worth something 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Venus doesn't do get rich quick or a flash in the pan. If it does, it wants that to be sustainable, and it does not want to compete with the 4th house, which is about hearth and home and roots of being. Parent, child, mother may be in focus for you as well. And how can you marry all of that together? It will take hard work. Okay, it will take hard work. You do have to be dutiful. You do have to be humble. Virgo is very exacting and discriminating. That may be a catalyst to change everything for you, but it could also be a challenge for you at this time. So your big challenge is it's like a painstaking air. With Virgo, it's slow and steady wins the race. Also be mindful not to hold yourself back in any way. Okay, sometimes Virgo can miss a window because it expects perfection. It moves very slowly. What you see is what you get with Virgo, but don't let it slow you down, because that is a Mercury-ruled planet. And ultimately, Virgo does want to move quickly, but it wants to get it right, and it will work hard. You will have to do that right now. It is a time to give life to your dreams, not shelf them, okay? And if something hasn't been working out, again, the real challenge is, can you create a new reality? Can you reinvent? Can you be born anew? If you've been dormant, the rebirth card, that scorpionic energy, it wants you to heal wounds and let go of anything from the past once and for all, because if you don't do that, you'll be held back in some way. See yourself in a new way and be willing to work hard for it, even if it doesn't move quickly at this time. Your human design activation is gate 19. This is in the root chakra, the root center, and it is a motor center, and it drives you. So what you're really driven towards right now is emotional connection. You want trust, you want love, you definitely want authenticity. You're being encouraged to dissolve past wounds that might be holding you back and keeping you in past pain, emotional harmony, and seeking to understand the emotions of not just yourself, but everyone around you will be in focus. You are highly sensitive at this time. You're being asked to be sensitive. You're incredibly sensitive to life right now, and that allows you to tune into your own emotional frequency. So tune into the people who are on the same emotional frequency as you, Sagittarius. You can only do that if you're vulnerable and you give people the space to be vulnerable with you, because once you are in tune, you can then feel the emotional energy around you and sense the emotional needs of others, intuiting how to bring them into harmony too. The emotion is like a note on a piano that is out of tune. You can tell it's not in harmony, and you know how to tune it. Oh, you can help tune your own emotions and figure out how other people need to tune into their emotions too. The key is to follow your strategy and be true follow your strategy to be sure you get your needs met. So meet your own needs first. Put your own oxygen mask on first, Sagittarius. Learn to trust and honor yourself and your sensitivity, and together with what you need, so you can be emotionally connected to others in a healthy way. How are you emotionally connecting to others in your life right now? Are you making sure your needs are met? Are those coming into balance and being reconciled with the emotional needs of others? Like, just because you can see how other people are out of tune, what are you going to do? Like, if someone's a piano and they're out of tune, but you're in tune, are you going to put yourself out of tune so that you can come into alignment with them? Or can you see how they're out of tune and ask them to kind of tune themselves up first so that you can have a good alliance? That's the metaphor. But a shadow trait that may come out is you may self-sabotage or cling to others because of the need for intimacy at any cost. You can give to others at the expense of your own needs. That's also possible right now. So watch out for self-sabotage of being codependent and putting your own needs dead last. Emotional shutdown can occur because of the pain that comes with being so sensitive, and indeed not regarding your exquisite sensitivity as your superpower will result in pain. Okay. Yeah, so watch out for sabotaging yourself by needing to create intimacy or creating a connection at any cost. Don't put yourself out of tune, just so that you fit in with someone else. Okay. But you are very sensitive right now, and you will strongly want to create emotional harmony in your environment, but you cannot do that at the expense of your own emotions, Sag. So be very mindful of that. With the tarot, the main energy surrounding you right now, what it's all about moving into July, is the Ten of Wands. Things might not be easy right now. This card is funny. This guy has a giant cockroach on its back. Ugh. What are you carrying on your back that you can let go of? The end of a difficult cycle is now, Sag. You've reached a final stage. You're almost finished this cycle. Okay? It's wrapping up. This is a 10. This is an ending. And it's coming in with a heavy load. How can you delegate burden and responsibility? Can you release what you no longer need? Are you asking your children to help you do the dishes and carry in the groceries? Do you need an assistant? I'm always saying about the Ten of Wands, something is coming to an end most likely, but it might be very difficult for you moving into July. Having said that, ask yourself, in what ways am I being a little bit of a martyr? Can I release something and just let it go? Can I ask for help? So tough times. Also, some of you might be moving or relocating in July. But the catalyst or challenge to everything is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, watch out for hanging on to shit that you don't need, Sagittarius. Okay, that's really important. There may be a difficulty in releasing. I'm also hearing that for like a few of you, entrepreneurs, or maybe just in general, like with career or around the house, you may have this mentality where I'd rather do it all myself because I can't let go in some way. I feel you. I'm a little bit of, if you're experiencing that, I gotta say personally, I'm a little bit of a control freak too, and I don't ask for a lot of help because I just want everything to be done by my way. And you know what ends up happening to me? I look like this. Don't be like me, Sagittarius. The point of my personal story is don't be like me. So let go if you have been a kind of a control freak. It's just weighing you down when you actually really need help. But with the Four of Pentacles as a challenge or a catalyst, this could be literal. Pentacle realm is health, wealth, time, and money. You may need to take a very conservative approach right now financially. You need to save. Fours are about structure and foundation, right? And you already got the fourth house. Now, I know you want that Venetian expansion. Y'all want expansion all the time anyways, because you're ruled by Jupiter, for crying out loud. The happy, benefic planet that always gets what it wants. And luck is always on my side, and we're always going to expand. The beginning of July, just for the beginning of July, might not be a time of expansion. It might be a time that you need to be conservative. Save your pennies, hold back. But again, can you do that? And is it necessary? You have to decide that. It might not be a good time to invest either. Some of you do need to save up money because you're thinking about maybe moving or relocating. But watch out for being a miser and hanging on to things that you don't need just so that you can have control. That's not a good look for you. That's not typical of Sagittarius either. This is a little out of your element at this time. What is driving you every day? The Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Emotional stability and really connecting with the heart chakra. This is having heart-to-heart conversations with family. This is being able to look yourself in the mirror and know that you fit in with a tribe as well. Having good communication with loved ones is very important for you. You are driven to have important conversations from the heart, heart to heart, where emotions are revealed. You understand others and others understand you, and that ultimately this creates emotional harmony. We have 2 tens here, so endings a completion and a transcendence to a completion here. This is a great motivator for you right now, Sagittarius, that you really want to feel like you fit in your tribe. Your tribe fits with you. There is love, there is peace, there is harmony. And I think that you're getting in touch with that for yourself, and you want that to exteriorize outside of you into the environment. Recent past and deep within, emotionally, what your moon is showing you. The King of Wands, there you are. I know that's right. Sagittarius is king. The King of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. This could be a person around you that's having conversations with family, connecting with your family. This could be marriage, money, the karmic empire as well. This could be talks of expanding a relationship or an empire that involves family, but also resources. The King of Wands is very much a me, myself, and I kind of card. You are needing to realize right now, Sagittarius, that you are in the energy of a king, and that is mastery of your suit. I know you love the wands. We have a lot of wands here. We have the King, the 10, and the 9, and the Knight of Wands. So a lot of passion, a lot of drive right now. Deep within, I can see that you want to be master of your domain. You have a grand vision for yourself. You want to be creative. You want to be dynamic. King of Wands is also an excellent leader, very benevolent at times, very forgiving as well, and really inspires other people. I think that you want to be seen as a dominant alpha, but also one that people want to follow because you are so creative and dynamic. You are so passionate. You are so magnetic. And that King of Wands is focused on all 10 pentacles. That's that karmic empire, having it all, everything. That's very important to you right now. Very important to you, or perhaps someone coming towards you. What your soul is asking you to think about all the time, the highest version of yourself that is connected to the divine, wants you to be thinking about the 4 of Wands. There's another 4, hearth and home. That's the fourth house, and the 2 of Pentacles. Some of you might be doing some reorganizing in the home, comparing 2 homes, potentially, like where to live. Well, if I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. There is a need to create a practical balance in your life between all areas of your life. Practical choices need to be made right now, and they need to aid and abet in the foundation of your life. So this could be looking at a new place to live. I am also seeing someone like move things around in their home and making their home practically work. Focused very much on stability. And once we have this in place, this foundation, things can be built upon and grown upon. For some of my entrepreneurs, some of you are thinking about moving, relocating your business or something like that. I'm also hearing there's this huge need to balance all parts of your life, okay? I'm hearing that your guides are saying, if you're practical, you can pull this off. You'll be able to pull it off practically, and you will make good, smart, practical choices. It may seem a little at odds with your fire energy, but the fire sign energy of Sagittarius and that practicality of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn with Venus and Virgo coming out, you can do it. Your guides are saying, you've got this. You just have to be practical, and you have to balance a lot right now. And it has to create stability and not take away from it. Your main action for the beginning of July is really sweet. The 6 of Cups and the Sun. You could be spending time with a Leo. I see Leo here. I see mostly Leo energy here for you. I'm not getting any other major arcana cards at this time. Oh, I do have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. You are manifesting, and we'll talk about that in a minute. The Six of Cups is nostalgia and fond memories, no bridges burned, a sweetness. It is a time for healing when the Six of Cups comes out. It is a time for forgiveness. It's also time to have fun in the sun. I'm seeing like a fifth house activation, pleasure, play, leisure, children. You may be spending a lot of time outdoors in the beginning of the month, feeling really good. The glass is half full, connecting to the inner child very strongly, seeing that in other people, wanting to bring the best parts of the past and highlight them into your present moment and in the future. I really like that. I do think that you're trying to be optimistic and positive. Spirit is smiling upon you, helping you to remember the sweetness and goodness in your life. I'm hearing that there will be some forgiveness right now, forgiveness of yourself, forgiveness of others, remembering fond times and having fun. That is really good. I love that for you. The way you see yourself right now, though, 2 knights came out. We have 3 knights here, and all 3 of them, they could be at odds with each other, but they don't need to be, Sagittarius. There's just these different parts of yourself that need to be honored. I think that I think Sag always wants to move more quickly than everybody else. You're the time bender. You want to get from point A to point B with the least amount of resistance and as quickly as possible, right? Ease, relaxation, passive income. Let's just go with the flow. We don't want it to be hard, but this does not mean Sagittarius is lazy or that they will rush and skimp the details. But like there's these knights that all need to come into balance. So you see yourself as the Knight of Pentacles, but a challenge for you is the Knight of Swords. Okay, do I play it safe or do I take a risk? Some of you have an earth sign and an air sign that are around you. Maybe a night fire sign as well. These people could be younger. They could be children. They could be adults. They could be different aspects of you. With the air energy and the earth energy, it's like, do I play it safe or do I take a risk? Do I stay inside my comfort zone or am I mouthy, cocky, and really go for it here? I'm hearing, am I ready for something? A part of you does feel like maybe you're a little stuck to a degree and you can't step outside of a comfort zone, even though deep down a part of you really wants to. These are opposing energies that do things in different ways, but they probably want the same things. So you may need to take some calculated risks. You may also need to be patient and just play it safe and play by the book and dot your I's and cross your T's. But don't hold yourself back. Okay, there is a little bit of maybe holding yourself back, but just maybe needing to put the hard work in and the due diligence now, like Virgo is asking you to do. I know you know how to do that. You do. I've seen too many of you do it. Even though underneath you're like, God, I really want this to move more quickly. There is a need to show others and to show yourself, Sagittarius, that you are reliable, dependable, you can be counted upon. There's more to you than meets the eye. And there's also a need to show and prove to yourself and others that you can lead a charge, that you can take risks, that you are smart. I mean, this guy plows the fields, and this guy's a fighter pilot that takes off of aircraft carriers. Like, he's cocky, he's ballsy, he's really ready to go for it. Watch out for being impulsive, though, but like, you can show people that you can be both of these things at the same time. You just have to bring that into balance, okay? What you need to know are your advice, hidden factors. I have the 7 of Cups and the 4 of Cups. Okay, I did pull out an oracle deck, my oracle deck, the Soma Chandra oracle deck, to give us a little bit more insight. Not enough in common. Adoration and idealization. What's the rush? I don't make the best choices. Someone's looking for unique qualities. If this is a person in your environment, it could be anyone in your environment. One of your kids trying to figure out what they want out of life, a potential employer, a potential romantic partner. This may be a hidden factor about yourself that Spirit wants you to be aware of. Somebody here has a lot of choices and they're looking for just the right thing. Window shopping through life. He wants to find that right thing. That person wants to find just that right thing with the 7 of Cups. But with the 4 of Cups, it's like, meh. someone might be looking for like a purple unicorn that they just haven't found in some way. You know what I mean? Like, this person may not be being entirely realistic, and Spirit might be trying to tell you, we know that you want something idealized, or perhaps you're dealing with someone that wants something idealized, but they might be asking for a little too much. Also, they might not have enough in common with you or you with them, and that's why this person may just keep trying to pick things that isn't quite the right fit for them, or you're picking things that isn't quite the right fit. Commonality is important. Do we want to idealize things in life? Neptune is always telling us that we should, but not to be unrealistic. There's also someone is not going to rush. There is a distrust about the choices that someone makes. So making smart choices, and this person, like if this is for dating or something, or like a potential employer, they're looking for something that they can't quite find. They don't think they have enough in common with you if it's a relationship, and they are in no rush. And it's probably because they don't want to make a bad choice again. So recognize that maybe in yourself or in someone else. Are you looking for a purple unicorn that doesn't exist? It's about reconciling like what miracles you will allow to occur in your life if you think outside the box. Someone needs to do that, you or someone else. The way you will be feeling the beginning of the month, the Page of Cups with the Knight of Wands. You may proposition another fire sign. Someone may proposition you in some way. The Page of Cups is an invitation. And it's based on an emotional knowing, a little intuitive hunch. I think there could be something here. You could get some kind of an invitation or an offer. Some of you may be invited to a live sporting event. This event may involve horses or animals. For some of you, not all of you. I think that some of you are ready to open up to something, or someone will be ready to open up to you. But watch out for immediately wanting to go for it. I also think that a lot of you will be feeling passionate, excited, rebellious. You will have a lot of energy. There's huge potential at the middle of the month, Sagittarius, for making practical choices, strong optimism, really getting the work done, really being edgy and smart, and not being afraid to be ballsy either with the Knight of Wands. It's very passionate. You will have a lot of energy that will express itself in a multitude of ways. And as that happens, there may be an opening up of some kind. Okay, you may get an offer from another fire sign that's emotional, or you may be making that kind of offer to someone else. But the final outcome is the Nine of Wands to the Ace of Cups. So potential for a new beginning with an open heart chakra. That is love, romance, but also just the open heart chakra with creativity. But there's also a resistance to it. You may resist something new. Someone else may be resistant to something new. Someone may be a little too worn down to open up to emotions, and boundaries are a thing at this time. Honor your own boundaries and honor other people's boundaries. I am seeing a need for you to make decisions and to keep plugging along. You may need to let something go, and timing may be an issue right now. It's giving you an opportunity to say, is this what I really want to be doing? Am I really in alignment with miracles and prosperity at this time? Like, what you're hopeful for may involve needing to work hard, take it slow, be patient, and have a rebirth. And it's also really giving you an opportunity to come into alignment emotionally with yourself versus your environment. But you are manifesting at this time. It is time to make it happen. With the Magician, which is Aries, Virgo, or Gemini. You are smart, you are quick. It is time to be resourceful. It's time to make a plan. Some of you really have a natural aptitude for something that you're interested in and you want to pour into. Wow. Yes, it's a new beginning. This may involve work or what you put effort into, because the Magician is manifesting something, getting his ducks in a row and really proving it. Using your best gifts too. What you already know how to do well. The Magician is like, well, I'm just going to have to science the shit out of this. Okay. And it's about coming into alignment with your goals. What really has growth potential for you, Sag? Which direction do you want to go? You're in charge of that. You want to manifest abundance, and a new beginning is coming. And once it starts, you will have to put work into it. I do predict that some of you will go in a direction that you don't expect. You may enter into a cycle where you have a lot to learn, but you also have a lot to contribute. You may learn very kinetically and not through osmosis. This is not about learning in a classroom. It's about hands-on and putting effort into something so that you can get to a level of mastery. Some of you will go down a new path where you will develop a skill, and it will be in alignment with something that you already know how to do, at least a little bit. That's good. That's moving into July. All right, Sagittarius, don't give up hope. Stay positive. Put the work in because the miracles are endless. Ask for help where you need it, and be prepared for a little bit of a delay with new beginnings, in particular that involve the heart chakra, love and creativity. That's your forecast for the beginning of July, Sag. Link to the website for private readings is down in the description below. And don't forget to check out my other channel, Soma Chandra Libra, for love messages for you guys every 3 to 5 days. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sagittarius. I love you guys. Take care. I'll see you next time.